I know that guy. All right. Let's see who shows up today for the nooner. So I'm just going to hang out for a couple seconds, see if anybody shows up. If not, that's okay, because it's only the first one. Streaming now. And yes, I did. I brought notes. Oh, we got one person. Who just showed up? Nope, they left. Okay, so the good news is I'm going to get this thing rolling because I'm on a schedule. So, hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, look at that. It's my guy. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, look at that. It's my guy. Who dat? Share this sucker, man. I'm doing the nooner, and I'm going to explain what that is if I get a couple more people hanging out with me today. And we got 3 people, 2 here now. Let's keep this thing rolling. Let's build it up a little bit. So I know my guy Robert. Who else just popped in here? Say hello. Nolan, thank you for being here, Nolan. There we go. Rob the car guy. Hey man, I'm doing really good. Glad to have you here. Today is going to be the first day of hopefully many. I'm calling this the nooner, where we're going to be dropping noontime nuggets from the West Coast about sales, business, and life. I'm catching all of these things so people can get it later, use it for inspiration. Thank you, R. Nolan, for restreaming this. Appreciate that. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is David Bradley. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. Been with Grant since March of 2011 by winning a social media contest that he put on. And now I have the privilege of helping other people succeed in sales and business and in life. And so what I wanted to do with the nooner is to give you some fuel. So if you're on the East Coast, right, it's about 3 o'clock for you. If you're here on the West Coast, then it's midday. And so when you reach midday, you've got like a decision you need to make. You have to figure out, so do I burn out and wait for the day to end? Or am I going to fire my afterburners and kick it up a notch and finish my day? Well, in order to do that, we need fuel. So we're going to have lunch maybe, but we also need fuel up here. So for me, my goal in this nooner, I love the title. So for me, the goal in the nooner is to literally give you something that you can literally shove in your afterburner and kick yourself into your afternoon so you finish strong, not just be like, man, is it 5 yet? What can I do between now and 5? How many times will you check Facebook waiting for it to be 5 instead of taking some massive action, right? So I'm going to give you some fuel. Take into your afternoon. Hopefully these things will get us in and out in maybe 15 minutes, maybe less. My goal is to pop in here every day, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, unless I got a client or I'm with somebody. Otherwise, I'm going to be here. And I'm going to drop a noontime nugget on you, throw in my 2 cents, open it up for some comments, and then I'm going to bounce. If you miss it, it's cool. I'm catching all of these streams, so you can get the replays over at youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. Look for a playlist called, what do you think it's called? The Nooner. Yeah, okay, cool. So if you've got a suggestion, if you stumble on a fact or a motivational quote or some kind of juicy nugget and you want it on the Nooner, go ahead and send it in an email to David, the little @ sign, and then grantcardone.com. Just put Nooner in the subject, okay? So if you're ready, maybe fasten your seatbelts, hold on to them hats and glasses, because here's today's noontime nugget. This one surprised me. I thought this statistic would be a little bit higher than it is, and it was kind of disappointing, but at the same time was exciting because it shows you what kind of opportunity exists for you if you're in sales or in business, which is really the same thing. If you've got a business that transacts, you're in sales. So here's the nugget. Only 13% of customers believe a salesperson can understand their needs. So I'm going to say that again. 13% of customers, only 13% of customers believe that a salesperson can understand their needs. So if you're tuning in and you've got, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Is that surprising to you? Does that make sense? Is that real? Did you expect it to be higher like I did? And do you view it as an opportunity? Waiting on a comment. No comments. Okay, cool. So maybe you're just stunned. You're speechless, right? You have no clue what to say at this point. Not a problem. Cool. So let me give you what this means to me. I'm going to drop my 2 cents on it. Number one, this is a huge opportunity for you as a salesperson to really step it up a notch and do everything you can to make sure you're totally understanding what is important to your buyer. That's right. Always listen and agree. Heck yeah. So you got to understand what's important to them, and you got to do it from a place of service. You can't just, look, if you're only in sales just for the money, I mean, a lot of people are, but if that's your only motivation, if you're only in it for the cheddar, you're missing out. And so are your customers. You're never really going to hit it big time. If you look at Grant, for example, Grant Cardone, he's not just in this for him. He's in this to help people. And you got to be the same way. And he writes about that in his book, Sell or Be Sold, where he says service is senior to selling. So the challenge today, your noontime nugget, is to literally go out into the marketplace today, right now, and see what you can do to serve and to help. And then while you're at it, let that bleed into the rest of your world, okay? So it's not just the people you're trying to collect money from and get money from and advance your career. It's not the people you're trying to help, okay? But also, how can you serve and help your coworkers? How can you serve and help your family, your spouse at home? What can you do to put real legitimate interest in their needs above and beyond yours? So that's your challenge today. So really make an effort to listen to them and understand their needs first and see what that does for you. And you may wind up finding yourself actually in a better position to close by listening to them, really taking their needs into your consideration and understanding what's important to them. So the last thing I'm going to read here, because you may find yourself better connected to your client. You may find yourself better connected to your coworker and even your spouse. So for the rest of today, I'm going to read this right now because it's that important. So for the rest of today, see if you can just listen to people instead of listening while trying to think about what you're going to say next. Right? That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon. So, hey, thank you very, very much for being a part of my first Nooner. There will be more of these. Follow me I'm at David R. Bradley on the Twitter. And keep checking back. Keep looking for me. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Shoot an email or tweet this out with what you thought. If you thought it helped, it's up on Catch. It's going to be at youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. Thank you very much. Have a great Monday and a perfect rest of the week. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get some comments here. I heard you tell me is a powerful phrase when it comes time to close a sale. That's right. Right on. Hey, thank you very much. Have a great rest of the week. Happy Monday.